Welcome to Global Insiders Podcast. I am Ryan, the peripatetic one, bringing you information about opportunities relating to jobs, traveling, and any information that can elevate you to your rightful place in this thing called life. You can find more information and how-to methods on globalinsidersgroup.com. That is insiders with an S. And here is today's show.
Hello, insiders. Welcome back to another show. Hope you're all doing well. Today we have a cracker because we'll be talking about social media universe. Yes, you know it. That thing that has basically taken over all of our lives. Next, most popular website since 1993. I know many of you weren't born then, so you should definitely listen up to learn a few things. How to spend Bill Gates' money. Yes, how to spend the big man's money, and so you'll be learning how to do that, or at least getting a chance to do that. Next, it is time to talk a bit about Bitcoins. So continue doing what you are and get ready to learn a few things today. So first on the list, the social media universe. And 3.8 billion people are using social media worldwide. That's 3.8 billion. So remember, there are 7 billion of us on the earth? So, yes, almost half of us are using social media. So there's still space. So every time you think that there's no opportunity for you, there is definitely opportunity, and you'll see this especially when I get into the show about the most popular websites. You're going to really see what has happened. So, therefore, it goes without saying that touching all aspects of our lives, because as I said, it's almost half. So even if you're not using it, you have some sort of family member or friend who is using it. So definitely social media is affecting us some way or the other. So now let's take a look at the top 10 platforms. Let's start from number 10. I'm going to tell you about the company, and then I'm going to tell you how many monthly users and which country. So number 10 is Qzone, and Qzone has 517 million users, and they are in China. So 517 million users. I can't say it enough. When I do the popular websites show, you'll see the significance of this. Next, Weibo is has 550 million users, and this is in China also. Next, QQ has 694 million users, and this is in China too. Next, number 7, TikTok. Unless you're under some sort of board somewhere, you should know about TikTok, because TikTok is all the rage right now. The kids love it. The dads and moms love it. So you can basically say the family love TikTok. And it is a very inclusive app because people can have fun together on it. But lately they have been on a lot of fire because the president himself says they're going to ban TikTok from the United States. So yes, it has got more attention than it really wanted. Also, if you're wondering if there are any United States companies on this list, just hold on. Next, we have number 6, Instagram. with 1 billion and 82 million users in the United, and not in the United States, worldwide. And this is a US company. So there you go with your first US company. Then number 5, we have WeChat with 1,203 million monthly users. And once again, that's China. Next, we have number 4, Messenger, 1,300 million users. And this is another US company. Number 3, YouTube, 2 billion users, United States. WhatsApp, 2 billion users, United States. And Facebook, 2,603 million users, United States. So that's huge. And as you can see, it's almost even, except for the fact that China has a total of it's even. China has 5, the United States have 5. But if you take a closer look at the 5 that Mark Zuckerberg has 4 of the 5. So that is he's definitely king of social media, easily. Because the other company, in terms of breaking his dead US company, would be YouTube, and that's owned by Alphabet. So very interesting, very interesting. And if you consider it to be a 2-horse race, I mean, you're right on the money, because the only 2 countries are seen in the top 10 right now are the United States and China. So what is happening with the rest of the world? Well, you have to go to number 12 to see another country, and that would be Telegram from Russia. And then number 17 to see Viber from Japan, and number 18 Line from Japan. So it's a serious 2-horse race between China and the United States regarding to social media. I think it's the same. If you look at AI, artificial intelligence, it's a 2-horse race also. And I think that one might even be even more in favor of China. And the competition is not even anywhere close. So that's one I'll try to look out for and see if I can get the information for that and come to you with it. But I keep telling you to read AI Superpowers. That book really goes in depth regarding the AI space. So social media, that's how it looks. But now, let's go back to 1993. Let's go back in time. Let me take you back. And let's look at the most popular website since then. The internet is ubiquitous. We all know that. But Captain Gizmo, which is a YouTube channel, they have created something really beautiful for all. Again, I guess you could call yourselves geeks, but even if you're not a geek, I'm sure you could find this information fascinating. It's an 8-minute video, and what it does is it shows a race between the companies, the internet sites that grew over the years, and then it stops at 2020 with who is the big bad boss, or who is the leader in the space. And the websites change over the years, and I was fascinated with how, to watch how the websites worked in a sense where sometimes they just weren't there, then they came in and then they just grew. You have a few who just remained steady. The big surprise for me was Bloomberg. Bloomberg has been in the website game for a long time, and they held their own for a very, very long time. But then something happened between 2006 and 2010. And you can guess it, and I hope you can pick it up from what I say, from my notes here. So, personally, I came on the net in about 1999. 1999, yeah, I got my first email in 1999. That email, I no longer use it because it was a Netscape email. But that was my very first email. And I must say that I got a bit nostalgic when I looked at the video, because some websites I've totally forgotten about. There was a website that I enjoyed way back in those times called collegeclub.com. That website no longer exists, and it wasn't on the list either, but it was a website that I really enjoyed back then. And yeah, so let me just go into this before I keep on rambling on. So when I came on the net in 1999, AOL had 363,216,000 users at the time. I guess that's monthly users. And AOL had a long run at the top, as the video started with them having the lead, with 20,335,000 users. So you can see that's 93 to 96, that's 6 years. So as you can see, the internet has been growing ridiculously over the years, and it still is, because as I said just a while ago, in only 3 billion people are now using social media, and I mean, I guess you can add another billion to that, so maybe 4 billion people are using the internet regularly. So there's still space for much growth, but that's impressive, to have 300 million people coming to your website, or 20 million users. So back in 1993, Prodigy was number 2 with 3 million users. Oh, how times have changed. Check this though. Apple had 18,000 users in 1993, and they were ranked 6th. And as I said before, Bloomberg surprised me. They were on the list from 1993. It was good to see Netscape and Lycos and InfoSeek, because these were really the search engines back then. These were the sites where you went if you wanted some information. That's where you had to go to get your information, from those places. So it was really good to see those sites, and it definitely brought back good memories from back then. So yes. So even other sites like GeoCities, I don't know how many of you remember those sites, but I don't think I used to use that a lot, but I'm sure I used to see it though. Ask.com, that I think became Jeeves at one point, and for those who don't know, this was your Google back in about 99, there about 99, 2000. Google was just coming on, so yeah. So Ask Jeeves, I remember using Ask Jeeves a lot back then. But you know what's funny? Back then, I was a university student, and they would always say, don't use it as a source. Don't use the internet as a source. I mean, can you believe that? I mean, I'm not even sure what is happening now, but I'm sure. And if you didn't use it, you were silly, because I'm sure I had classmates who were probably just going on to the internet, getting essays and whatever, and just analyzing it, or even just copying it and using it, and they get their grades and they graduated. So in life, you really have to you have to be careful of the rules. Yes, you have to listen to the rules, because you'll go to jail and you'll get in trouble. But you really have to know what you're about in this life. It's very, very important to know what you're about in life. Okay. Next, Amazon entered in 1998. eBay, BBC, and About.com Those are the sites I saw came in then. Then in 2005, MySpace, Wikipedia. And there was a website that was staying up, CNET. And it went down in 2005. CNET, I think, deals with like computer, how to fix your computer and that type of thing. And they were holding strong for many years. And as I said, I didn't really go on it, but I remember that website a lot. Then you start to see a Google Yahoo battle for the top space in this period, 2005 thereabout. And then the big bad YouTube came in 2007. And as I said, they just entered the game and they climbed quickly. In 2008, Facebook entered also. It was interesting to see AOL lose market share once the social media brands came on board. I mean, AOL was there with Yahoo and MSN, but AOL was really king. Like, AOL had a huge market share for a long time. But then, once the social media guys came on the board, came in the game, it was just, they lost market share in a crazy way. So in 2012, Facebook was went over Google, and in 2014, BBC got out. So the BBC, which, as you know, is a worldwide website, they have fallen all over the world. They, as I said, they entered in about 1998 thereabout, and then they were steady. They were steadily there, maybe down at the bottom, but then in the top 10, of course. We were talking about the top 10. They were there, but then in 2014, they were just out. And I have my little piece to say about this later. And then since 2016, Google has been number one. And in 2018, porn entered the fray. And these are, of course, our good friends, Xvideos and Pornhub. And this is interesting also to see this, because these websites were once on the like fringe websites, but they are now top 10 websites. And it's just fascinating, you know. It is fascinating that this video really, and if you get a chance, you should try to look at it. So Google in 2020 is definitely the most popular website, and it is not even close. I mean, they have 79 billion views monthly. 79 billion views monthly. Now remember what the number was initially? The big boys were what? 20 million. Now we're talking about 79 billion. And I guess we can see the money that goes with that, right? And Google is king because not only do they have Google, the search engine there, but they also have YouTube, which is number 2, and they get 40 billion visits, less than the Google search engine. And I say Google because, yes, I know Alphabet is the business term they give them, but yeah, it's still Google. So if you have what people want, you can get millions and even billions of it. So don't be afraid to enter the internet game. Don't be afraid to enter the fray. People are searching for things and they need help. Search is queen on the internet. Learn to write what people want. That is my advice to you if you're planning to getting into this game. I think Google has cemented themselves at number 1 for now, but everything else is game. Amazon sits at number 11, below 2 porn sites. There is hope for us all because I mean porn is higher than Amazon. I mean, think about that. Like, just really sit and think about that. Yeah. So if you really have something very interesting, you can. I mean, you're not going to be in the top 20 necessarily, but you can be found. You can have something that interests people. Next, have you ever wished you had Bill Gates' money, well, you don't have to wish anymore. In the online realm, at least, you can spend Bill Gates' money on a list of items. If you go to neal.fun, you have F1 cars at 15 million apiece, and Apache helis at 31 million apiece. So you will see how much Bill Gates is worth. I think it's something like 100 billion or something like that. I don't want to tell any lies, but it's something like that. And then you have all these products that you can purchase. So you'd be very surprised to see you can purchase 70 Boeing 747 planes for 140 million, and you still don't dent that man's money. So Bill Gates really can do a lot of damage to poverty across the world. Like, he really has a lot of money, and you can learn about this if you go on that site and just have fun playing that game. Alright, now on to Bitcoins, the last one for today. And I want you to know this. Bitcoins were trading at $10,948 for one. So I'll repeat, for one Bitcoin, you would have to spend $10,948, right? And this is still 45% below Bitcoin's all-time high of $20,089 in December 2017. I mean, I looked at Bitcoin as a fluke, as a con man's game, but the banks have now legitimized Bitcoins. You can go to some banks with Bitcoins. You have ATM machines that are using the crypto coins, because it's not only Bitcoins. You have a number of crypto coins. So it's now legal for, to use these coins. So it's definitely something that is happening. Facebook tried to start one last year. So it's definitely the future. When I read the websites from 93, people didn't believe in those too. And I guess it's a similar thing that is happening right now. So definitely it's time to start thinking about crypto coins and start at least talking about it or trying to get into the game. Bitcoin now commands 57% of the total crypto market. I think, as I said, it is time we seriously think about crypto coins. Okay, lovely ones. There are 17,708 cybersecurity jobs on monster.com. Go for it and do your research. Until next time, see you. But next week, I will be talking about a disturbing topic because we found out that there has been an increase in domestic violence because since the lockdown. So we'll talk about that a little bit. But of course, I'll also have some happier things to report about. So take care until next time.
Thanks for listening today. I hope you are inspired. You can find more helpful and motivational material at globalinsidersgroup.com. That is, insiders with an S. You can also keep in touch at Global Insiders on Instagram. See you next time, but remember, you can be your own superhero. Bye.